For me personally, I was in my 20s playing soccer, had no ministry on my radar, got really sick in Africa. It was tragic, took a drug to prevent malaria, prescribed medication, and it just wrecked me, almost died for a year, and had no idea what was next in life, mid-20s. And I was a younger Christian. I came to know the Lord in college, but I didn't have a lot of Christian people I looked up to. And so the ones that got the headlines were the ones that really messed up. And so here I am kind of sensing that maybe God's calling me into ministry, but I really don't know people who are in ministry. So I remember going down to the library in Santa Rosa and just reading one book after another about Billy Graham and his life. And what stood out to me is there's someone, again, of integrity. There's someone who trusts God's word, who leads people to Jesus, has a fire and sound theology. And I just thought, well, that's one guy right there that, hey, if we just kind of do that, maybe there's a way to do this ministry stuff, And so for me personally, just a lot of hope and direction came out of just looking at his life and how he lived. So I'm sure he's impacted you as well. One of the elders in our church texted me and said, I came to know Billy Graham when he came back to Tacoma about many years after the Seattle initial trip, came back to Tacoma. And one of our elders right now put his trust in the Lord through the Billy Graham ministry. And then there's so many more threads too. So a lot of them. But we're not here to celebrate Billy Graham. Billy Graham would almost hate it if we made it about him. He would say it's about Jesus, and that's exactly right. What's going on for the Thessalonians, it's about Jesus. It's not about Paul. But we celebrate. We celebrate people who are faithful to God. We celebrate God's work. And so it's important. If you're someone who hasn't been celebrating lately, it's time to celebrate. It's very biblical. It's very good. Build each other up. Encourage each other.